History is being made today, and Donald Trump's worst nightmare is finally crawling out of the dark. After years of stalling, months of gaslighting, and endless procedural gymnastics, the Jeffrey Epstein files petition just hit 218 signatures. That is the magic number. That is the number that proves you can't bury the truth forever, no matter how rich you are. This means the one thing the Trumps and the billionaires have been running from their entire lives, accountability, is now officially on the calendar. They have no escape. For months, this thing was stuck in political purgatory, waiting for the cowards to make a move. But now it's finally moving. That 218 signature comes from Representative Adelita Grijalva, who will sign and trigger a forced floor vote to release the Epstein case files. Here's why that number is so lethal to the ruling class. A discharge position lets members of Congress go around their compromised leadership. If 218 of them sign, they can force a vote on anything, even something that terrifies both parties and the global elite. But the spineless leadership can no longer protect the secrets. Therefore, this is the one vote Trump and his allies can't dodge. Every single Republican will have to go on record. Transparency or cover-up. And for once, it won't be about tweets or tantrums. It'll be about the unvarnished truth. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Grijalva's signature will make 218, enough to bypass Speaker Mike Johnson and force a House floor vote to release the Jeffrey Epstein case files. The bipartisan position led by Republican Thomas Massie and Democrat Ro Khanna sets in motion a 7-day ripening period before a vote can be demanded. Once that period passes, leadership will have just 2 legislative days to schedule the vote. Trump knows exactly what's inside those files. He has spent months trying to stop this moment, calling it a distraction, ordering his surrogates to smother it in noise. And why? Because when those files drop, we'll find out whether party with Epstein is more than just a rumour whispered at Mar-a-Lago. We'll find out what access the power brokers had. But this isn't a partisan game anymore. The cost of secrecy just went through the roof. Therefore, this is about whether the most powerful people in America, presidents, princes, billionaires, can actually buy crimes forever. And this vote forces every single lawmaker to pick a side: transparency or protection, justice or hierarchy. If they vote no, they're saying some people deserve to stay untouchable. If they vote yes, the dam finally cracks and the deluge begins. Either way, the entitled class will lose. Now let's be real. Even if it passes, the House, the Republican-led Senate, will fight it to the death. Senator John Thune has already started the pathetic excuses, saying, "I don't really know what this would achieve." The translation: we're absolutely terrified of what's inside those files, and we're willing to look like cover-up concierges to protect it. Because this isn't just Epstein, it's every name, every donation, every shady favour that made his corrupt world possible. But the point isn't just the final vote. It's the accountability trap. Every single politician will now have to say in public, "I want the truth released," or "I'm helping to bury it." That recorded vote will haunt them into the next election cycle and for the rest of their political careers. And as for Trump, this is his karma. He has spent a lifetime dodging subpoenas and scandals, but this one's bipartisan. It's procedural, and it's written into history. And it's about damn time. Richard Nixon had Watergate, Ronald Reagan had Iran-Contra, and Donald Trump will have Epstein. And unlike the others, he can't resign from this one. When that gavel drops, the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein finally walks into Congress, and Trump, he'll finally learn what it feels like when the cover-up becomes the crime. Because in the end, the truth doesn't need permission, it just needs 218 signatures. If you want to see more stories like this, leave a comment down below and hit the wee subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, consider sharing it with your friends, because it really helps a lot. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.